they have utility, they're doing something with their lives, and there's a lot of things happening. So want to make sure that you keep an eye on those. So Solana, if you don't have any salami, you want to make sure you look into that, right? Because salami, it's a contender to be the top three, along with XRP and others that are under right now, right? So Bitcoin, Ethereum, and BNB are the top three right now. So as you guys can see here, right, this is Solana. So we got the top range over here, which is about 295, I believe. Then we got the middle range, the mid range, right? It's about 195, and then we got the bottom of the range, which is under 100, sub 100. We don't want to see that. We want to see the bottom, right? So trap, what's going on here? What are we looking at? Well, let's extend this trap box right here. We don't have to create a new one. We just extend it, right? And you see, lethal. The trap box never play no games. You need to start using trap box if you're real serious about this. All right. So look, trap box. All right. Pay attention. Trap box here. We broke down from the all-time high, came all the way to the bottom of the trap box, created a support right there. We did wick under. That's price manipulation. We didn't close under. It's relevant. Okay. It's relevant so we can see what was the lowest we went, but we didn't close there. That was a price exploration, manipulation, explorate, whatever you want to call it, but it wasn't closed there. And it's funny because it's right on top of that blue line, which is the EMA, right? Could be the 2050, and you could tell it right here. So the blue one, the dot, that one is that's the 200. Wow, yeah, that's the 200, baby. That 200 got broken for a little bit, and it literally touched that 200, and then it bounced back, and it's touching it again now, right? So we don't want to go under the 200. That's the line in the sand, right? That's the average 200 price. You don't want to break under that, because if you go under that and you stay under, then we have much bigger problems. But we haven't. We have wicked there two times, right? Wicked here, touched it, grabbed liquidity, kept moving. Same thing here last week. Same thing here last week. Touched the 200, kept moving. And this week, it seems like it wants to do the same. Touch the 200 and keep it going, right? Close above it. So, as one thing that I don't like to see here is that we have this yellow candle, which creates a breakdown. That yellow candle took us under this monthly formation here, right? So that monthly formation is important, as you guys know, right? It's around $143,000 with the top. This $143 is the top of the trap box, but the break really came from 195, right? It failed to break above the psychological level of $200, came down, right? We had a wick that touched that the other blue line that we have here, which is a formation from the monthly, and then it got rejected, right? So 2 weeks rejecting, then we got a yellow candle, which means that break a structure, we're going lower, right? And so we broke that structure, and then with 3 weeks, and then we got another yellow candle that told us, guess what? We're gonna have some more red, dog. You know what I'm saying? And then we did. We have 5 weeks, and we're in the week 5 of Solana, closing the weekly in the red. Okay, so trap, what do you want to see next? What happens to Solana, right? So ideally, we want to get back above at least a half. We want to go from the discounted area to the premium area of the trap line. So that means we have to close above 128, right? So I need $5 more before Sunday, above it. Once that happens, we're in the green. Now we're on the premium side of the trap box. Now from there, we go retest the 145 area, 145 to 150 area, right? If we get rejected there, it's cool because then we have a nice support that we established um, around the 125, 130 area on the way up, right? So that's what I think is important. We need to get above this 128 area, right, and establish that as a support. And we do that by closing the week above that, just like we did here, right? You see this candle right here? It started running and it closed way above it. It started running at 129 and it closed all the way above 157. So you see, whenever we break out of the trap box, look, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 weeks, 6 weeks off green once we broke out of the trap. Actually, no, sorry. It took 6 weeks to break out of the trap box, but once we break out of it, we had 3 weeks of green. So that's what I want to see here again. I want to see us break above that middle around 128. I want to see us go interact with the top of the trap box, right, around 143. And I want to see it break. And then we still have this structure of the blue right here, which is a monthly formation at around 157. So we can even get a rejection there too. So we got to keep an eye on it because look, here we broke under it. And then when we cracked above it is when we ran, right? And then it formed a support right here, as support right here for the next run up, right? Look at that blue line, important, right? And then it brought us this 3, 6, 9, almost 10, 12 candles green all the way up. And then obviously, that's a lower low, okay? Higher, and then it came here lower, right? So that's a lower trend that formed right there, and it kept us really bearish for this long term. So what do I see next, Trap? Let's look at the monthly, right? Where do we need to close? Solana. Oh man, Solana looked terrible, right? It's gonna be hard to get a decent close because we would have to close at 214 to actually raise the nastiness, or we can close above this one at least here at around 163, which is still a long way to go from where we at now. So the next couple of days, if we do get a positive, we'll probably run a few dollars. It's nothing crazy. So Solana is not looking good to close well. And then for my day traders that are looking to trade Solana for the next few days, this is what I'm seeing. Again, right? Trap box. It's in there on the discounted side of the trap box, which is the bottom. I want to see it get above the yellow line, which is between 128 and 130. Actually, 129. It's between, the chart changes a little bit as you go lower and higher on the volume. I mean, on the time frames, right? So ideally, I want to see it above, right, and really, really want to see it break above the trap box again, about at around 143, because we haven't been there since this time right here, since we got in the trap box in November, right? Sunday, November 16th, we got in the trap box. We closed under. That week was red, and we have been there in that trap box. Okay, great. We hung around all the way up to the 17 on the premium side, which allows us to break up, but it didn't, right? It can break up or it can break down. So we crossed over to the discounted area again, and now that's where we're hanging. So that's what I watch for the Solana traders. 129 is the top, above that, long, and then under it, right? Under anything under 117, 118 short. Okay, right now we're at 123, so it's about $5 down or up that you got to keep an eye on. Okay, and that was Solana for you guys. And I think that's about it. That covers everything else. As you guys already know, if there's anything that you want to cover when you watch these and I don't cover itself, you can always DM me. I'm available all the time, even if you're not in the trap ecosystem. I tend to answer my DMs. And I'm very friendly when it comes to like people trying to get in and out and in levels and things like that. So if you like this, make sure you share, man. You know what I'm saying? I do this from the bottom of my heart. It could be off of my family right now on a Saturday, beautiful Saturday morning in Miami, sunny Miami. But I'm here. I'm breaking these things down, and I hope that it helps you guys understand the reason why I'm still bullish on the market. So until then, protect the bag, stack sats, and let's trap.